So here's our part 2 of top 10 reasons you know you grew up here in Richmond. Hey everybody, it's Chris Donnell here from the Donnell Real Estate Group, RE/MAX West Coast, your community realtors. And here we are with another top 10 reasons you're from Richmond video. Now we did one about 6 months ago and the response was incredible. We had so many people reach out to us and send us their favorite memories from when they were growing up as a kid. So here's our part 2 of top 10 reasons you know you grew up here in Richmond. Number 10, late night at Mama's Pizza. Mama's Pizza used to be located right on Chatham Street, right in front of the bus stop across from the old bicycle shop, which used to be a church back in the day. Mama's Pizza was a great stomping ground for, well, after the butt closed and you'd head over there and grab a good meal. Their garlic toast was dynamite, and remember that salad dressing? I believe you can still get it today. It's called Rendezvous salad dressing. Number 9. You played baseball at Gibbons Baseball Park and you most likely had a Gibbons burger. I remember growing up and playing ball, Little League out of Gibbons Park, and it was such a great fun little park to play out of, and nothing beat the Gibbons burgers, which I believe had a patty, a hot dog, cheese and bacon, and of course your fried onions. Such a great fun time growing up there and playing ball. If you didn't go check it out, go check it out now. It's great to watch the Little League. And number 8. The sand dunes at Garry Point. Now, these were, I believe, back from the mid-60s to the early 90s when they finally did clean up Garry Point. There used to be some pretty big sand dunes there, and I do know that my parents have memories of hanging out there as kids and jumping off the dunes, and I'm sure they were probably getting up to other trouble as well. Number 7, and sticking in Steveston, how about KOBYS Pool Hall? Who remembers stopping in there as a young kid? They used to be right on Moncton Street across from Steveston Seafood House and playing pool there. I remember often heading up there with my friends. We ride our bikes up there and shoot pool in the afternoons. But number 7 is KOBYS Pool Hall located on Moncton Street. What great memories those were. And number 6, one of my favorites, who remembers Bob's Subs? Now Bob's Subs unfortunately closed down in 2018, but their subs were absolutely greasy and delicious all in one. They used to have an amazing breakfast as well, and they were a staple here in Richmond for years. So number 6 is Bob's Subs. Who remembers them? And number 5 is you remember playing hockey at the SEAFAIR Arena right at the end of Francis. I believe it probably shut down in the early 90s, but SEAFAIR Arena was a staple in the SEAFAIR area back in the day where many young kids grew up to play hockey. They also had some beach volleyball nets and a baseball diamond out back, and they also had a great little pub, supposedly, that's what my dad tells me, upstairs on top of the arena. And number 4, sticking in the SEAFAIR area, actually Richmond Pitch and Putt. Who remembers growing up and heading over to the Richmond Pitch and Putt at Hugh Boyd there? It was a great starter course for many kids. I know a lot of my friends and I, we all grew up playing there and eventually got us onto the big courses. But it's a great little facility, great little golf course, 9 holes. It takes no more than about an hour and 20 minutes. And I believe that it still only costs about $5 a round. It's typically really cheap and a great little family fun, and it's still going on today. And number 3, you possibly went to junior high and then high school. Now back when I was growing up, there was junior highs, which were from 8 to 10, and then there were senior highs, which were from 11 to 12, and the only senior highs we had here in Richmond were Steveston High, Richmond High, and McNair High, and all the other schools were junior highs. So I believe that changed in about 1997, 98, it finally switched over to 8 to 12, so there's just high school now, but if you remember growing up here in Richmond, you probably remember junior high and high school. And number 2 on our list is Nibbles and Bites that used to be located at Thompson Community Center right next to Burnett. This festival was amazing. They had 24 different restaurants in Richmond here, and they would battle it out for the best cuisine. Used to be able to buy tickets and then get samples of all the different food. It was a great festival, and it typically was held on the Labor Day long weekend, and it was a great way to kick off the end of the summer. And number 1 on our list, this for sure will make you a Richmondite. Number 1 is you or somebody you know learn how to drive from Bill from Trinity Driving School. I know I learned how to drive from Bill, my kids learned how to drive from Bill, and you know, probably my grandparents learned how to drive from Bill. Seems like everybody learned how to drive from Bill growing up here in Richmond. So the number 1 reason you know you grew up here in Richmond, you got driving lessons from Bill from Trinity Driving School. And that's our 10 reasons why you know you grew up in Richmond part 2 video. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, if you got any other ideas that you want to share, put them down in the comments. We'll create another one in about 6 months because it was so much fun doing this, and you know, Richmond was such an amazing place to grow up in, and I'm sure you have some great memories too that we'd love to share with everybody else. So have an amazing day, everybody. Thanks for watching, and hit the subscribe button and the like and share it to all your friends. Have a great day.